Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your message for the new moon solar eclipse in Leo. Please take what resonates, release what doesn't. We're just going to pull some cards and see what energies are showing up for the sign of Gemini for this new moon solar eclipse in Leo happening on August 12th at 20 degrees of Leo. Let's take a look. First card that wants to come out is nothing is yet set in stone, mutable energy. So I do feel like there could be some turbulent energy. You see a lot of waves right there. It does give me the energy of having to ride the waves of uncertainty, it feels like right now. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So I feel like this will be stabilizing or getting more stable, stabilizing in the future. But I feel like the initial energy of this solar eclipse moon, you could just be experiencing some choppy waters, some emotional upheaval. Just I feel like some waves, and maybe you rocked the boat, maybe you created some waves in a situation, and it will come to this completion. I feel within 2 weeks, by the time of that full moon lunar eclipse happening in the sign of Pisces in 2 weeks. So first, you have cards that want to come out. This one flipped right up on my desk, and that is the Two of Wands. So this is saying, this gives me the energy. This can be why there's this turbulence in these waves. Maybe you've made a choice to move forward on something. You can see the gates, the doors of the gate are open. So it's like somebody's going out this gate is what I'm feeling. Somebody is making a choice and a decision to go in a different direction or to expand out of a certain situation. The cards that fell on the floor were the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and then the Six of Pentacles. It's very interesting because I kind of feel this is what has driven this choice, this decision, is that someone's recognizing where they've been stuck, blocked, stagnant, held back, that sort of energy, in regards to what they want to invest their time, energy, and effort into, what they want to manifest. I feel like there's a golden opportunity that's coming through right now. You can see this unknown opportunity of an Ace of Pentacles that is being presented here. And I feel like that's an opportunity that's coming through with this. And again, it makes me feel like there's a choice or decision that has to be made that does create some sort of turbulence. But I feel like it's for your greater good, because I feel that turbulence is going to be breaking you free from whatever has been keeping you stuck, stagnant, blocked, right? Bottom of the deck is the Empress energy. That's really nice energy. That talks about nurturing. That talks about joy, happiness. It talks about success, and it talks about abundance. It's like creating something happy, something healthy, something nurturing and loving. Higher vibration, highest vibrational energy when we're talking energy like that. So let's keep going. Let's see what other messages want to come out. It's telling, this is just what I'm picking up on. It's giving me that energy of somebody making a choice and a decision to move forward, to go forward, and then leaving something behind. The Five of Pentacles is they're leaving, first of all, a lack, right? They're leaving a lack mindset, a situation that is just bringing lack into your life or something like that. But with the Five of Pentacles, there's a challenge, and I feel like that challenge is what you have to leave behind. Bottom of the deck, something toxic. There is a toxic situation, person, place, thing, whatever this is, that I don't feel is going to be very happy with your choice, your decision, or I feel like it's your choice and decision on what you want to invest your time, energy, and effort into, but as well as the decision you make when it comes to this offer and this opportunity of, having scales balanced in your favor, right? I just feel somebody is going to ride the waves of the chaos or the uncertainty as they're making way to investing in that Ace of Pentacles with that blessing. I feel like that's being bestowed. So let's, and having to leave something behind too. But whatever it is you're leaving behind, we've seen the devil. So it feels to me like it's a toxic situation. Person, place, or thing. Again, take what resonates, release what doesn't. Can be an old mindset, can be fears, doubts, or insecurities within your own self. So you have to take what resonates. Next card that comes up is the Three of Swords. There's definitely an energy of someone feeling left out or kicked out or left out. I'm feeling that's heartbreaking. Um, can be someone you've known since childhood. It can be someone you've known, from the past. There just feels like there's a transformation. Like somebody, it feels to me like outgrowing a situation, and it just feels like, it's not an easy choice or a decision, but recognizing the value in letting it go, surrendering it, and embarking on a new journey is how I'm feeling with all of this. I feel somebody's going to feel left out, abandoned, and heartbroken as a result of this. So take what resonates, release what doesn't. Give us some more energy to clarify this seven. I wanted to clarify the Seven of Pentacles, and I get the Knight of Wands showing up. So this is the fastest moving knight in the deck. This can often be, though, a reckless energy that just takes action too quickly. Bottom of the deck, Five of Wands. So we are seeing two fives out here. This is how I feel about this. I feel like whoever I'm talking to is you're being patient. I feel like you are wanting to take action. I feel like you're ready to take action. But something is saying to me that you're being cautious about it, probably as a result of the way, the turbulence that's going to be surrounding it once maybe you disclose your choice, your decision, or whatever this new path is, or whatever this action is you're going to take. I am feeling this is a major change, and it's like overcoming some major obstacles and bringing forth a lot of change. I feel what you're going to be leaving behind is this lack mentality, maybe even a lack financially. Um, you're leaving behind chaos, conflict, drama. That's what it looks like this change is bringing through for you. Look, I don't know if you're seeing these pop out, but I said patience, right? There's the patience card, and here's the tower. Because there is a tower coming through, and that's not surprising to see this, because I feel like this tower is going to be part of this offer, this opportunity, this, blessing, whatever this is that you don't see coming, give you the opportunity to restore balance within your life, liberate you from these blocks, these things that have been keeping you stuck and stagnant. We're seeing a four right here, Four of Cups. This is, I kind of feel empty promises is what I'm feeling in this situation, being liberated from something that's just not emotionally fulfilling, or it's really an illusion. If, with the Four of Cups, there's like a cup of love or a cup of something being offered to somebody, but the cup is lifted so high they don't get to see what's inside of it. It's almost like you got to choose this, then you get to see what's inside, and it could be an empty cup is what I'm feeling. Maybe that's something that happened in the past, and now you see it, and now you know that it's a toxic situation and that sort of energy, and this is what you're working towards liberating yourself from. We had two cards that came out, so the three cards, I didn't even see that one. Ten of Swords, the Empress, and I've seen her twice now, and there's the Lover's card. That is your energy. So it's interesting when I see these cards, especially with the Lover's card in this specific deck. It's like you can see somebody who's a real deal, somebody who's there in the flesh, in the blood, in the present. And then you can see somebody who's kind of, it's like a silhouette, or it's kind of like a ghostly figure. It's not real, right? It's an illusion. And I see the Ten of Swords sitting right here, so I'm kind of feeling there was some sort of deceptive energy that, created, was part of something that played a role in some sort of block I feel like it blocked a lot of things. I feel like it blocked finances, resources, um, clarity. Like it feels like clarity of the mind, like trusting your own self, your higher self, your intuition, that sort of energy. But I feel like this tower is clearing that out of the way. I feel like somebody is really having to be patient though with the action they take. Like they're being cautious about what they're doing or when they say it. I feel like it's something to do with divine timing because I don't feel like this person wants to be sitting in any rougher of water than they're ultimately going to be sitting in, just disclosing this, just speaking this out, just, informing of their choices and decisions. And look, it popped right back out. There's that Five of Wands, and it popped out this time. Yeah, somebody doesn't want to be caught up in chaos, drama, conflict, having to go back and forth with people, that sort of thing, about making the choice that they're making and taking their power and moving forward is what I'm feeling. I feel there's an opportunity that's coming through and somebody is not saying no to it. They're saying yes. They're going to see where this opportunity leads them. And when I'm seeing the Empress out here twice, it's clearly giving me, it's leading them towards prosperity. It's leading them towards abundance. It's leading them towards a very loving, nurturing, healthy kind of energy. And, toxic energy doesn't want you going towards healthy energy. They want you to be comfortable and okay with and settling for toxic energy, right? And I just don't see that's going to be the case. So let's keep moving forward. These are the messages from the universe has your back. So I've been feeling these are messages that are helping to give you some guidance and reassurance during this cycle. The healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live beyond the trigger. That makes a lot of sense because I do feel whatever the situation was, somebody is having to heal about this, right? We did see, the tower, we've seen the devil, we've seen the blocks, we've seen the lack, we've seen the Ten of Swords, so we definitely feel like, and even the Lover's card with this right here can be like a choice and a decision, right? And I feel like it's, like I feel like, you ever hear them say it's a lesson or a blessing? I kind of feel like somebody has learned a lesson, right? Recognizing something wasn't a blessing. And now that they know better, they do better, they're going to make different choices and decisions and be more mindful of what they're investing their time, energy, and effort into, as well as being mindful of how they're sharing their information or their next move or what moves they are making or even acting too quickly. It just feels like somebody putting their ducks in a row. All right, let's grab another energy. Let's grab another energy. Let's see what other messages want to come out. This is for the sign of Gemini. What other messages for the sign of Gemini? What does Spirit want them to know? What messages that reassures Gemini that Spirit has your back? Next card up. Oneness is my true nature. I feel like this is being comfortable and at peace within oneself, with who you are, what you stand for, in alignment with your values, your morals, and the keeping the company that are in alignment with that is how I'm feeling about this energy. Next card that shows up is I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness, and that's like discovering the truth, right? You are a mind energy, you are an air energy, you like facts, truth, clarity, transparency. If you're on the higher vibration, you like to see the real from the fake, that sort of energy. I kind of feel you really did get to see it, a real front row seat is how I'm feeling about this. Let's take a couple more cards before we close this out. What other messages? Next card that comes out. There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. And that's where I felt that oneness. You can even see the coordination of colors. So I do feel like this is where you're feeling comfortable and at peace within yourself, with who you are, what you stand for, with who you, like, I just feel authentically are. So let's grab one more card, one more card, one more card for the sign of Gemini. What messages do we have for the sign of Gemini? For the sign of Gemini. Next card up. This says, the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. And yes, I feel like it is surrendering that need to control, the need to know how it's all going to work out. I feel like there is having that, taking that leap of faith, and having, faith in yourself, in what you're worthy and deserving of. When I lean towards love, I am led. And I do feel like you're going towards a higher vibration. Something tells me you were in a very toxic situation or surrounded by a lot of toxic stuff, people, places, things, whatever it was. And I definitely feel there was a lot of things that held you back, kept you blocked. Um, Also, I am feeling like you've recognized this and you're trying to make moves moving forward, making choices and decisions to, escape or get away from that toxicity. And I do see that coming to fruition. I definitely can feel that coming to fruition. But again, there are going to be some, you know, turbulent feelings, emotions, some turbulence around this change of heart, this change of direction, and this new move. I hope this serves you well. If it did, please leave me a comment and let me know. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you would like to buy me a coffee, my link is in the description box below. Thank you and have a great day.